sky was still deciding between blue and something else. When I stepped outside without checking the weather, people passed me going nowhere special. Coffee in hand, headphones in, eyes already tired. A delivery truck blocked the street. Someone laughed about it, someone sighed. Life adjusted without asking. I crossed when the light changed, not because it mattered, because it was time. Music from a nearby store spilled into the sidewalk, faded after 3 steps like it never meant to stay. I remembered a version of myself that rushed through mornings, counting minutes, calling it discipline. I don't do that anymore. The bus arrived louder than expected. Doors open, closed, the city stitched itself back together. I took a seat by the window, watched the same buildings appear different from a moving angle. A kid pressed their face to the glass, tracing shapes in fog. No destination in mind, just motion. I felt that settle somewhere inside me. Stops blurred together, names I didn't need to memorize. People entering, leaving, trading places without ceremony. Nothing required my opinion. When I got off, the street smelled unfamiliar. Rain from somewhere else still clinging to the ground. I walked slower than the crowd, not to resist it, just to feel where I was. A phone buzzed, I didn't check it, not out of principle, out of preference. The day kept going without waiting. By the time the sun dropped lower, shadows stretched, then disappeared again. No one announced it. I realized I hadn't replayed anything from earlier. No conversations, no corrections. That felt rare when evening settled in. Lights replaced what daylight left behind. The street looked different but worked the same. I stood at another crosswalk, watched signals change, cars pause, then release. That rhythm made sense. Marking the moment, no victory, no summary, just arrival, keys on the table, shoes by the door. A pause long enough to feel complete. Nothing to fix, nothing to explain. The day didn't need meaning, it already passed honestly. I move forward, not lighter, not heavier, just steady and ready for whatever came next. There's a quiet tension in my hands, like they forgot we're resting me. I notice it only now when nothing else is moving. Thoughts arrive out of order, some too fast, some already tired. None of them staying very long. I let them speak without interrupting, without trying to win. It feels strange, not correcting myself. I've spent years explaining why I feel the way I do. Tonight I don't. I sit inside the pause between one thought and the next. The space is wider than I expected. Breath comes in uneven and steadies, like it was just waiting for permission. I realize I don't need clarity, I need alignment, and those aren't the same. Clarity asks questions, alignment just settles. My chest softens first, the mind follows later, that's okay. Now Not everything has to happen at the same speed. I remember moments when calm surprised me, not because life was easy, but because I stopped resisting it. There's no dramatic release, no sudden light, just a gradual lessening of the weight. I stand up slower than usual, as if gravity changed, or maybe I did. The room feels neutral again, not safe, not dangerous, just present, that's enough. I don't promise myself anything, I don't set intentions, I don't prepare speeches for tomorrow. I simply acknowledge that I am still here, and that feels grounding when tension returns, as it always does. I won't fight it, I'll remember this rhythm, the uneven one that's still held together, not perfect, not fixed, just stable enough. And tonight, that stability is my peace. Nothing else I know, nothing meant. I am here, I am here. The floor holds me, the air finds me. I am here, I am here. I don't need to move, I don't need to choose. I am here, I am here. Breath comes in, breath goes out again, again. I am here, still here. The mind can't slow, the body knows I am here. I am here. Thoughts rise, thoughts fall, no signal, no call. I am here, I am here. Not fixing, not proving, just staying, just breathing. I'm here, I am here. Time stretches soft and wide. I don't chase, I don't hide. I am here, I am here. Every beat finds its place, every doubt loses pace. I am here, I am here. Calm is not silence, calm is alignment. I am here, I am here. Even when the noise returns, even when the edges burn, I am here, I am here. I can come back to this sound, to this ground. I am here, I am here. Nothing more, nothing less. Just this moment, just this breath. I am here, I am here. And that is enough, that is enough. I don't need kindness help. I let it move me slowly. Every doubt loosens its grip when I stop pulling back. I've been holding too many versions of me, trying to keep them aligned. But tonight I let them drift like leaves in different directions. There's a rhythm underneath the noise, a steady patient sound. It doesn't rush me forward, it just keeps me around. I feel my mind open up now, wide just enough for the air to get in, for the pressure to leave. I don't rewrite every moment, I don't replay every word. I let the memory blur into something softer. The city hums in low tones like it knows I'm listening. Every light feels distant but not unreachable. I step into the flow where effort becomes light, where moving forward doesn't feel like a fight. I trust the pace I'm in, even when it's unclear, even when the path doesn't fully appear. I don't chase calm anymore, I notice when it arrives quietly without asking for attention. My thoughts stop circling, they start walking instead, one by one in a straight line. I'm not fixing myself, I'm not becoming new, I'm just allowing what already works to continue. Breath after breath, the weight keeps dissolving, not disappearing, just losing its power. If tomorrow asks something from me, I'll answer them, but for now I stay inside this steady sound. Balance and rest, clearing up. This is where I reset, not by stopping, but by moving gently forward. I don't rush into the morning, I let it take shape, like a sentence still deciding how it wants to sound. Light fills the room unevenly, corners first, then the rest, nothing dramatic, just gradual. I notice how my breathing changes when I stand still, not deeper, just calmer, like it remembers a setting I forgot. I move without planning, from one small task to another, hands busy, mind drifting, neither in charge. There's comfort in that balance. I catch myself rehearsing conversations that may never happen. I stop halfway, not because I finished, but because I noticed that interruption feels important. The world outside is already loud, engines, footsteps, signals crossing. I hear it without joining for now. Make something warm, hold it longer than necessary. Heat grounding my hands, pulling me back into the moment. Some thoughts line up neatly, others arrive sideways, incomplete. I don't organize them, I let them coexist. They usually behave better when left alone. Time moves forward, but not aggressively. Minutes don't shove, they glide. I sit down, stand up, change direction. Nothing collapses, that's reassuring. There's pressure to define the day, to name a goal, to label progress. I ignore it briefly. Today doesn't need definition, it needs continuity. I glance at the clock, then away. Numbers don't feel useful right now. My shoulders drop without instruction, the body making decisions ahead of my thoughts. I allow that calm doesn't arrive all at once. It builds quietly through ordinary actions, repeated without urgency. I notice how silence is never fully silent. It breathes, it shifts, it holds space. I think about later just enough to acknowledge it exists, not enough to worry. The future future stays patient when I stop pulling it closer. I take a breath and another, not counting, not correcting, just present if the day becomes demanding. If noise tightens again, I'll return to this pace, not physically, mentally. A reference point, not an escape. I continue moving, not fast, not slow, just steady. Nothing solved, nothing forced, balanced enough to keep going. I don't start the day with a plan, I let it find me. Some mornings need direction, others just need space. The air feels different today, not lighter, not heavier, just different enough to notice. I move through the room, half awake, half aware, letting things fall into place. There's a habit of rushing, even when there's nowhere to be. I notice it and choose not to follow. That choice feels small, but it changes the tone of everything. My thoughts arrive in waves, not crashing, just overlapping, each one softer than the last. I don't separate the useful from the useless, I let them exist together. They usually sort themselves out if I don't interfere. I pause near the window, watch the street wake up, people moving with intention or pretending they have one. Both feel familiar. I sip my drink slowly, more slowly than usual. It cools, I keep drinking it anyway. I keep drinking it anyway. It feels like permission to stop correcting things. There's a calm that shows up when nothing is improved, when nothing is optimized, when things are simply allowed. I rest my weight evenly on both feet, on the floor, on the moment. Breathing happens without instruction, that's always reassuring. I think about conversations I haven't had, decisions I haven't made. They don't feel urgent right now, just present. I let them stay in the background, like music from another room. Time moves forward but it doesn't push, it just continues. I notice tension leaving before I notice it was there. That's usually how it works. My shoulders settle, my jaw loosens. The body adjusts first, the mind catches up later. I don't demand clarity from myself, I don't demand motivation, I don't demand certainty. Today I accept neutrality and find comfort in it. Some moments don't feel good or bad, they just feel stable, and that's enough to build on. I stand still for a second longer than necessary, just to feel balance before moving again. The day will eventually speed up, I'm not avoiding that, I'm preparing differently. By not preparing at all, if things become loud later, tighten again. I'll remember this pace not as an escape, but as a reference, a reminder that calm doesn't disappear. It waits until I stop talking over it. I move forward now, not hurried, not hesitant, just aligned enough to continue. I don't try to set the tone a day, I let it reveal itself slowly, without instructions. The morning feels unfinished, like it's still deciding what kind of day it wants to be. I'm fine with that. I move around quietly, not to be careful, just because loud movements feel unnecessary. There's a comfort in doing things without explaining them to myself or anyone else. I notice how my thoughts lag behind, a few seconds slower than my actions, as if they're still waking up. That gap feels peaceful. I stay there for a while. Outside the world is already active, cars passing, people moving with intention, or elites pretending to. I don't feel pulled into it yet, I let it exist at a distance, like background noise that doesn't require my attention. I make something warm, mostly for the routine, the familiar steps, the way repetition steadies my hands. I forget about it briefly, come back later, it's still warm enough that feels forgiving. Thoughts begin to organize themselves, not neatly, but enough so they don't all speak at once. I don't interrupt them, I let them take turns, even the uncomfortable ones. They usually calm down when I hurt. There's a pressure to optimize every moment, to turn calm into productivity. I notice that instinct and let it pass. Not everything has to lead somewhere. Time moves without resistance, minutes don't push forward, they slide one into the next. I sit near the window, watch light change its angle. Nothing dramatic, just steady movement, that steadiness transfers to me. I feel tension leave gradually, not all at once. The body releases in sections, the mind notices afterward. I don't rush that process, I've learned it doesn't like to be rushed. Breathing settles on its own, no counting, no reminders, just continuation. I think briefly about later, about responsibilities waiting somewhere ahead. They don't feel heavy, just postpone. There's relief in knowing I don't have to carry everything simultaneously. Calm doesn't arrive as silence, it arrives as agreement, between pace and intention, between effort and rest. That agreement feels subtle but reliable. I stand up, then change my mind, sit back down, nothing reacts negatively. That freedom feels important, the day will eventually speed up, it always does. I'm not resisting that, I'm meeting it properly, by not exhausting myself early. If things tighten again, if noise built if my thoughts crowd in later. I'll remember this moment not as an escape but as proof that balance is accessible, even if it's temporary, even if it needs repeating. I move forward now, not hurried, not hesitant, just aligned enough to continue. Nothing solved, nothing perfected, simply steady enough to keep going. I let the day begin without asking it questions. No checklist, no expectations stacked in advance. Just the sound of movement starting somewhere outside. The life feels practical today, not beautiful, not dull, just doing what it needs to do. I move through the room in pieces, half a thought here, a small action there. Nothing fully formed yet, that feels right. There's a habit of narrating everything, explaining my own behavior to myself. I skip that for now, let actions exist without commentary. The floor feels solid, the air feels neutral. My body understands those facts before my mind reacts. I take advantage of that. Thoughts arrive later, some carefully, some all at once. They don't agree on what matters, I don't ask them to. I make something warm, not because I need it, because the motion is familiar and familiar things settle me. I hold the cup longer than necessary, noticing the weight, the heat, the way it anchors my hands. That alone slows things down. Outside, life is already layered, engines, footsteps, distant conversations, all overlapping without concern. I don't feel pressure to match that speed. I sit where I am, let time pass without tracking it. Minutes stretch, then compress, then smooth out again. Nothing feels urgent enough to interrupt this pace. There's a calm that appears when I stop trying to manage myself, when I stop correcting tone and posture and thought. It doesn't feel like relief, it feels like alignment. I notice tension, leaving a stage. It shoulders first, then jaw, then something deeper I don't have words for. I don't chase that sensation, I know it fades if I stare at it too hard. So I let it exist quietly. I think briefly about later, about responsibilities waiting somewhere ahead. They don't feel threatening and just distant, like weather I'll deal with when I'm outside. Right now I'm indoors, mentally and physically, and that separation matters. Breathing settles into its own rhythm. No instructions needed, no counting, just continuation. There's something reassuring about not needing to improve the moment, about letting it be neutral and trusting that neutrality is enough. I stand up, then sit back down, change my mind. Nothing collapses, that realization stays with me. The day will eventually ask more, it always does, but it doesn't need my energy in advance. I keep that where it is for later. Calm doesn't feel like silence, it feels like cooperation between body and mind, between pace and intention. That cooperation comes and goes, I don't expect it to stay, I just know when it shows up. This is one of those moments, nothing dramatic, nothing solved, nothing rewritten, just steady enough to move forward without resistance. When I finally continue, it's without urgency, without hesitation, just a natural next step. If things tighten again later, if noise builds, if thoughts crowd in, I'll remember this pace, not as a goal but as a reference. Proof that balance doesn't vanish, it waits until I start pushing past it. I move on now, grounded, unforced, clear enough. Not perfect, not fixed, just stable enough to keep going. in long sentences that don't need punctuation. My thoughts follow the same way, one thought leaning into another, not stopping, just changing shape as they go. I don't interrupt myself anymore, I let the feeling finish, even if it takes longer than I expected. This comforting continuity and knowing nothing suddenly breaks. It just slowly transforms into something easier to carry. I notice how my breath finds its own rhythm without asking for guidance, like it remembers something I forgot. The room stays the same, but my attention softens. Corners blur, edges lose importance. I think about everything and somehow nothing at once. The mind gets tired of tension and chooses a quieter path. I don't label this moment, I don't call it healing, I just stay with it until it stops asking questions. Time feels wide here, not empty, just open like a road without signs. I move through memories without stepping inside them. They pass alongside me, they pass alongside me like scenery from a train. There's no rush to arrive, no pressure to decide, just motion gentle and unforced. I realize calm isn't silence, it's coherence when everything inside me moves in the same direction. Not fast, not slow, just together. The night keeps unfolding and I let it sentence after sentence without needing a conclusion. When sleep finally appears, it doesn't pull me under, it walks beside me until I'm ready. And that's how I reset, not by stopping the flow, but by trusting where it carries me. I missed the train by a minute, watch the door slide shut. No frustration, just a pause like the day changed its plan. People kept walking past me, no one noticed the delay. I stood there longer than needed, just to see what would happen. Nothing did. A screen flickered above the platform, times rearranged themselves. I leaned against the wall, feeling the vibration fade. Someone dropped a coin nearby, rolled farther than expected. The small sound echoed longer than it should have. I realized how quiet waiting can be when you stop checking the time. The next train came slowly, not late, not early, just arriving when it did. I found a seat near the door, watched reflections overlap, faces layered with passing lights, everyone temporarily anonymous. No one was performing, no one explaining, just movement held together by direction. I felt my shoulders lower, not because I tried, but because there was nothing to react to. Stations passed, names I didn't think about, places I didn't enter, still part of the motion. I noticed my breathing matched the rhythm, metal on track, soft acceleration, then release outside, blurred into color inside, stayed still. The balance felt precise. I wasn't thinking about progress or balance or improvement, I was just moving without effort. Someone stood up suddenly, another person took their place. No exchange, no acknowledgement. It felt natural when I finally we stepped off, the air felt different, not better. Just knew I walked without checking directions. Let the street decide, turn when it felt right, stopped when it didn't. Lights changed, cars waited, then moved again. I matched that pace, not leading, not resisting. By the time I reached home, nothing dramatic had happened. No realization, no shift, and somehow that was exactly what I needed. Just continuity, just motion without commentary. I unlocked the door, set my bag down, stood still for a second. The day didn't need interpretation, it had already passed. I moved on, carrying only what stayed, leaving the rest where it belonged, unfixed, unanalyzed, just done and ready for the next moment. Take a breath and slow it down. Let the noise fade into sound. Nothing heavy, nothing fast, just this moment, let it last. The day was long, the mind was loud. Too many thoughts, too many clouds. But right now I don't need control. I let the silence take its role. I'm finding balance in the space between the hurry and the race. I don't need answers tonight, just a softer state of mind. It's alright to feel unsure. It doesn't mean I'm lost for sure. Every step I take is real, even when I'm learning how to feel. I let my shoulders finally rest, release the weight inside my chest. No expectations, no demands, just breathing out, just where I stand. The world keeps moving on its way. I don't have to solve today. I trust the pace I'm moving in, even if it's slow, even if it's thin. I'm finding balance in the space between the hurry and the race. I don't need answers tonight, just a softer state of mind. Some days are meant to drift alone, not to prove where I belong. It's okay to simply be here with my thoughts quietly. The light outside begins to change, nothing feels so out of range. I remind myself again, I don't need to rush the end. I'm finding balance in the space between the hurry and the race. I don't need answers tonight, just a softer state of mind. When tomorrow starts to call, I'll be ready after all. For now I let the calm stay near and hold this feeling while it's here. I thought calm would feel different, cleaner, more obvious, but it doesn't. It feels like forgetting to worry for a few seconds and not noticing right away. I talk to myself in unfinished sentences. They don't need endings tonight. Some thoughts stay, some leave midway, like they change their mind. I don't chase them, I watch. There's a sound outside, maybe a car, maybe nothing. me the way it keeps going. I realize how often I pause my own breathing just to think better. So I stop thinking on purpose. The body doesn't complain, it just adjusts. I sit back, not because I'm tired, but because I can. Minutes don't stack anymore, they spread out like someone finally made room. I remember things not sharply, more like colors without names. They don't hurt like before, they just exist. I used to think stability meant feeling good. Now I think it means feeling less pulled apart. I don't need to understand myself to stay with myself. That feels important. My shoulders release before my mind agrees. That's fine, agreement can come later. I stay here longer than expected. Nothing dramatic happens, and that's the point when thoughts come back. They're quieter, like they learn something. I don't ask what, I don't rush the moment away. I let calm be ordinary, not special, not fragile, just present. And somehow that's enough for tonight. I wake up inside my thoughts again. Morning light, but the weight remains. Every plan I made feels out of place, like I'm standing still in a moving space. I don't need the answers now, I don't need a fix somehow. I'm learning how to sit with this without calling it a weakness. The world keeps talking loud, but I'm turning the volume down. I choose a softer way tonight, to be okay without the fight. I lay my worries on the floor, I don't carry them anymore. They can rest beside my shoes, I'll pick them up if I choose. Slower than my mind, letting seconds stretch their time. Nothing chasing after me, nothing asking me to be perfect, strong, or understood. I'm enough the way I stood, even tired, even unsure. This quiet feels like a cure. Keeps talking loud, but I'm turning the volume down. I choose a softer way tonight, to be okay without the fight. Every memory doesn't need a name, every feeling doesn't need a flame. Some are just passing through, like clouds that don't belong to you. I forgive the hours I lost, I forgive the extra cost of caring deeper than I should, of meaning well when I could not. I'm not late, I'm not early, I'm just here, breathing steadily. This moment doesn't ask for more than my feet against the floor. The world keeps talking loud, but I'm turning the volume down. I choose a softer way tonight, to be okay without the fight. If tomorrow feels unclear, that doesn't live inside this fear. watched a stranger laugh into their phone, standing alone at the corner light. For a second it felt like a scene I wasn't supposed to notice. Everyone looks like they're somewhere else, even when they're right in front of you. Moving through borrowed minutes, trying not to fall behind. I used to think stillness meant stopping. Now I know it means choosing which noise gets to stay and which one fades out. There's a rhythm in ordinary chaos, footsteps crossing, conversations cutting off mid-sentence, the city never finishing a thought. I don't need to keep up with all of it, I don't need to translate every feeling. Some things make sense without explanation. Time doesn't feel heavy today. It feels wide, like something I can walk through without checking the distance. I let moments pass without collecting them. No proof, no record, just experience. I notice how often I brace myself for impact that never comes. How much energy that costs, how unnecessary it is. People move with confidence I don't recognize, or maybe they're just better at pretending. Either way, it reminds me that everyone is guessing. That thought takes the pressure off. I don't measure progress right now, I don't trace a line from yesterday to tomorrow. I exist in this interval and let it be enough. There's no rush in the sound around me, just motion, layered and continuous, like it's always been. I align myself with that, not ahead, not behind, just inside it. I feel lighter without feeling happy, more stable without feeling certain. It's a quieter wind, but it holds longer. I stop asking what this moment is for. Stop assigning value, stop narrating. I let it happen, that's a shift. When doubt shows up, it doesn't take over the room, it sits down, waits its turn. That's new. I realize calm isn't about removing tension, it's about not letting it lead, letting it exist without handing it the wheel. The world keeps moving, I move with it, not because I'm ready, but because I'm present. Later will come when it comes, I don't pull it closer, I don't push it away. Right now is doing its job, I stay here a little longer, not to hide, just to understand the pace. Then I move again, carrying nothing extra, leaving nothing unfinished. Not finished, not resolved, just steady, and that's enough to continue. I woke up already thinking about things that haven't happened. The ceiling felt closer than usual, like it was listening. I moved through the room slowly, not because I was tired, but because rushing didn't feel necessary. The day will ask enough from me, I don't need to offer more, not yet. I let the window stay open, even though the air is cold. It reminds me I'm awake. Some thoughts come in full sentences, others barely form. I don't my head to feel less crowded. The world keeps its rhythm with or without my effort, so I step into it gently instead of trying to lead. There's relief in that. Minutes pass unevenly, a few rush by, then one stays longer like it wants to be noticed. I let it. Not every quiet moment needs to be meaningful. Sometimes calm is just the absence of tension. That's enough for now. When my thoughts drift again, I don't pull them back hard, I guide them like you guide a tired friend home. Slow, patient, without explanation. If later today gets heavy, I'll deal with it then. Right now I'm steady and that counts. Nothing solved, nothing fixed, just balanced enough to continue. I woke up before the alarm, not because I was rested, but because my mind decided to start early. The room was quiet enough to hear my own breathing. That always feels strange, like noticing something automatic. I stayed still for a while, letting the ceiling do its thing, letting the light shift slowly across the wall. There were thoughts waiting already lined up, some important, most unnecessary. I didn't pick any of them, I just watched. Eventually I stood up, not rushed, not late, just moving when it felt right. The floor was cold, that helped somehow pull me back into my body. Outside, the world was already busy. Cars, voices, distant movement. I didn't join it yet, I just acknowledged it existed. I made coffee, forgot about it halfway, came back later, it tasted the same. That felt reassuring, there's pressure in being productive, even when no one is watching, like an invisible timer, always running. I turned that volume down, not off, just quieter. Some moments don't need improvement, they don't need framing, they don't need meaning, they just need space. I let my thoughts stretch out instead of stacking on top of each other, one at a time, even the uncomfortable ones, especially those. There's a difference between fixing yourself and listening to yourself. I'm learning that slowly my shoulders drop before I notice they were tense. The body is honest even when the mind isn't. Time moved differently after that, not faster, not slower, just smoother. I checked my phone, put it back down. Nothing there felt urgent enough to interrupt this. I sat near the window, watched people move past, each of them carrying their own weight. It reminded me I don't have to carry everything at once. Some thoughts return, but softer, less demanding, like they learn patience. I let them stay without engaging, without arguing. That was new. Calm isn't a big moment, it doesn't announce itself, it slips in quietly when resistance leaves. I breathed in longer than usual, exhaled slower than my habits allow. That alone changed something. I'm not searching for clarity, not today. Clarity asks too many questions, I just want steadiness, the kind that holds even when things aren't solved. There will be noise later, deadlines, conversations, expectations, I know that. But right now I'm aligned enough to meet them when when they arrive. Not ahead of time, I don't promise myself progress, I don't promise myself growth. I just allow this moment to be neutral, and that's more than enough. When I finally move again, it's without urgency, without hesitation, just continuation. Balance, present, still intact. That's how I reset, not by stopping, but by giving my mind room to breathe. Morning doesn't ask how I slept, it just arrives. Light through the curtain, already moving forward. I stay where I am a little longer, not to avoid the day, just to arrive in it properly. There's a difference, my thoughts are slower than usual, still forming, still deciding what matters. I don't help them, I let them take their time. The room feels ordinary, which is comforting. Nothing asking for attention, nothing demanding a response. I move around quietly, as if the space is still resting, as if rushing might break something invisible. Outside, traffic starts its pattern, a sound I don't join yet. I listen from a distance, like background noise. I make breakfast without thinking much, muscle memory doing its job. Hands busy, mind wandering. Some worries try to surface, they don't stay long, they feel unfinished, not sharp enough to hold on to. That's new. I realize how often I try to predict the day, as if preparation could erase discomfort, as if control equals safety. Today I skip that part. Time stretches when I don't chase it, minutes loosen their grip. Nothing feels late, nothing feels early, just happening. I sit down with my drink, let it cool, forget it, remember it again, it's still fine. That small detail settles something. Not everything needs perfect time, and some things work anyway. I think about the week ahead briefly, without diving in, just acknowledging it exists. Then I come back. Breathing feels easier, not deep, not intentional, just unforced. I don't search for calm, I notice when tension leaves. There's relief in that distinction. The world speed up later, I know this. Emails, voices, expectations, they don't scare me right now because they're not here yet. This moment doesn't need protection, it holds on its own. I stand up, move again, carry this steadiness with me, like something fragile but real. Not fragile enough to break, just enough to notice. If the day turns heavy, I'll remember this pace, not to escape, just to recalibrate. I don't need the whole day to be easy, I just need this part to be clear, and it is. Nothing dramatic, nothing solved, just balanced enough to continue. might breathe. You don't have to carry everything. The room is quiet, the world can wait. Right now it's not too late. Your shoulders drop just a little. Feel the floor, feel what's real. No one's asking you to be strong. You've been holding on too long. It's okay to pause, it's okay to stay right here in the moment. Let the noise drift away. Breathe in calm, breathe out doubt. Nothing you need to figure out. You're not behind, you're not wrong. You're just human, just moving along. The clock keeps ticking, but not for you. Time can soften, time can bend too. All those thoughts don't need answers tonight. Let them fade into the light. You've been running on empty roads, trying to fix things no one knows. But peace isn't something you chase, it's something you allow to take space. It's okay to pause, it's okay to stay right here in the moment. Let the noise drift away. Breathe in calm, breathe out doubt. Nothing you need to figure out. You're not behind, you're not wrong. You're just human, just moving along. Even the moon rests in the sky, not rushing to say goodbye. Even the waves know when to fall, and trust the shore to catch it all. If your heart feels heavy and tired, that doesn't mean you've expired. It just means you've been alive, feeling more than you can hide. So sit with the silence a while, let it soften your mind. You don't need a perfect plan, just this breath, just where you stand. It's okay to pause, it's okay to stay right here in the moment. Let the noise drift away. Breathe in calm, breathe out doubt. Nothing you need to figure out. You're not behind, you're not wrong. You're just human, just moving along. When tomorrow comes around, you'll stand up from solid ground. But for now, let yourself be exactly where you need to be. Some days don't arrive quietly, they fall into you, already loud, already asking questions. I sit at the edge of the bed, feet on the cold floor, waiting for my thoughts to catch up with my body. There's no emergency, even if my chest says there is no fire, just a nervous echo. I name a few things I can see: a wall, a window, the slow shadow of a tree. My breath stutters, then remembers how it's supposed to move. I don't need motivation, I don't need belief, I just need a moment that doesn't demand anything. The world will still spin whether I rush or not, so I let the silence speak first. It doesn't say much, but what it says feels honest. There are thoughts knocking, I don't answer all of them. Some can wait outside, some can leave. I stretch my hands like I'm waking up from myself. The tension loosens without permission. Not everything heavy is important, not everything urgent is real. I drink water slowly, like it matters, like I'm worth the time. day doesn't rush me at first. It waits like it's unsure whether I'm ready. I appreciate that. I notice how my body wakes up before my thoughts do. Hands moving, feet finding the floor, eyes adjusting to light. I don't label the feeling, I don't name it calm. I just let it be a name so it doesn't disappear. There's a habit of checking everything, time, messages, expectations. I delay that habit just a little. The room feels ordinary, which makes it feel safe. Nothing impressive, nothing demanding, just present. I walk around slowly as if the air might need space too, as if speed would interrupt something fragile outside. The world is already mid-sentence, cars passing, voices overlapping someone else's urgency. I don't pick it up yet. I make something warm to drink, forget about it briefly, return to it later. It hasn't changed, the small consistency helps more than I expect. Thoughts arrive unevenly, some long, some incomplete, some already fading. I don't chase the clear ones, I let confusion exist without correcting it, without asking what it means. It usually settles on its own. There's pressure to feel motivated, even during rest. I recognize it and set it aside. Today doesn't need ambition, it needs steadiness. Time moves forward, but without sharp edges. Minutes don't stack, they stretch. I sit down, stand up again, change my mind, nothing breaks. I breathe without trying, which always feels like progress. I think about later only briefly, like glancing at weather, not planning an escape. The future stays where it is, I stay where I am. There's relief in that separation. My shoulders soften, then my jaw. The body adjusts in stages, the mind follows slowly, I don't rush it. Calm isn't silence, it's agreement between what I feel and what I allow. That agreement comes and goes, I don't hold it tightly, I just notice when it returns. This moment doesn't ask for improvement, it doesn't need framing, it doesn't need to be remembered, it just needs to pass cleanly. I move forward when it feels right, not because I must, not because I plan to, just because continuation feels natural. If later becomes heavy, if noise builds again, I won't be surprised. I'll remember this pace, not as a rule, but as an option. A reminder that balance isn't permanent, but it's repeatable. I take one more breath before the day fully starts, not to prepare, just to acknowledge I'm steady enough, and that's sufficient. I continue without urgency, without resistance, just a line.